Today let us see about the suppositories and pessaries topic. So first of all we have to know what is the difference between the suppositories and pessaries. So for that purpose we have to read the definitions of suppositories and pessaries as well, and what are their advantages and how they are being used. First let us learn about the suppositories. So suppositories definition is these are the solid dosage forms intended for insertion into body orifices where they melt, soften or dissolve and exert localized or systemic effect. So these suppositories are nothing but whenever you have prepared any suppositories, they're generally being used inside the body orifices. That means in the body cavities only. So body cavities means what? The regions in the body which we are having the mucous membrane. So in that areas only we can give these suppositories. So why we can give only into the body cavities means as they have the mucus nature. So whatever the base, that is base is nothing but in the preparation of the suppositories we are going to add some ingredient. So this ingredient how it will work means, so along with the drug we are going to add some base. So the action of base is that they will melt in the body temperature. So suppose you have inserted the suppository into the vaginal region, so your vagina will be having some different temperature, body temperature. So at that temperature whatever the base that is there in the preparation, it will be slowly melting. So whenever it melts, your drug will be releasing outside. So for that purpose we are going to insert some bases. So what is the major routes of administration of the suppositories means the rectal route, vaginal route and urethral route. So urethral route is occasionally we will be giving by this route only, but mostly we will be giving like rectal and urethral vaginal route mostly, and other routes of administration is also present, that is through your nose and as well as your ear areas also. And coming to the characteristics of ideal dosage forms, so whenever you give the suppository through the rectal route, these are called rectal suppositories. If you give through vaginal route, these are called vaginal suppositories, and if you give through urethral route, those are called urethral suppositories. So they will be varying depending upon the weight and size. Coming to the rectal, 2 grams and 1 gram for adults and children, and shape will be like torpedo shape, that is nothing but like a bullet shaped it will be there. But for the vaginal suppositories it will be weighing about 3 to 5 grams, and the shape will be globular or oval or conical in shape. And urethral suppositories, these are 4 grams and 2 grams, and they'll be varying for males and females, and in the length also it will be differing. These are the ideal dosage form characteristics of the suppositories. And coming to the advantages, the precise dosage form, that is nothing but accurate dosage we can give, and use for unconscious patients and infants. So those people who are bedridden, if they cannot take orally, for those patients we can give by this route. And orally not advisable drugs are given by this route. That means nothing but if some drugs will be there which is not given by the oral route because of some smell, taste or anything, so we can give by this route also. And if the patients are having nausea and vomiting, they cannot take the medicines through the oral route, so for those patients also we can give by this route. And it is used to bypass first pass effect. And disadvantages, coming to the disadvantages, most of the people they will not take the medicine other than the oral route, so it becomes a compliance problem. So they cannot easily accept if they take medicine through the vaginal route, urethral route, etc. And not suitable for patients with diarrhea. If the patients are having continuous diarrhea, we cannot give the medicament through this route. And chance of incomplete absorption, so we cannot completely know that 100% absorption of the drug is being occurred in the body or not. So these are the main disadvantages which we can see. And coming to the pessaries are solid pellets which are inserted into the vagina, which is made up of drug plus inactive ingredients such as cocoa butter or vegetable oil. So only these pessaries, will be like a small pellets only. So mostly we will be giving only through the vaginal route only. That's why pessaries are also called as the vaginal suppositories. So here you will be having drug, along with the drug you will be having the base also. What is that base? That base is called cocoa butter or vegetable oil. So how it will help means this cocoa butter and vegetable oil, whenever it is inserted into the body, it will release according to the body temperature. It will be start melting in the body. When it start melting, the drug will also be releasing outside into the vaginal region. So it is mainly used to treat the vaginal disorders or vaginal discomforts. Okay, so pessaries means you have to remember the thing that those are called as the vaginal suppositories only. They will be applied only in the vaginal region only. Next, coming to the use of the pessaries. So normally this will be given by the use. How you can give the use, how you can insert into the vagina means you will be giving some applicator. So the applicator will be having the plunger. Plunger is nothing but in the plunger you can keep the suppository in that. So you have to insert by your hand only into the vaginal region, and with the help of plunger you can insert easily the suppository into the vaginal region. So for that purpose you will be having one applicator. Okay, with that applicator you can easily apply this pessaries into the vaginal cavities. Next, coming to the types of suppositories, I have explained you the different types. One is given by the normal route, that is simple suppositories, so that means the rectal route suppositories, and pessaries, vaginal suppositories. Urethral bogies are nothing but which are given by the urethral route, and nasal bogies into your nose, and ear cones into your ears. So they'll be having different shapes and different names are also present. Suppose in normal suppositories they'll be having cone shape or turbidous shape and 1 to 2 grams in weight, and they're also called as rectal suppositories. And pessaries, so pessaries, these are also called as vaginal suppositories, I have already told you. So they'll be having the active ingredient along with your suppository base, etc. And they'll be having some different weight, 4 to 8 grams will be there. And urethral bogies, they'll be having 6 centimeter long and weight will be about 1 to 2 grams. And nasal bogies, they'll be having 8 centimeter and 1 gram respectively. And ear cones, they'll be having a cylindrical shape and mostly used into the insertion into the ear, and that's why this type of ear cones, they're also called as the orinaria, the suppositories which are given into a ear root. That means your ear cones, they are called as the ear cones, and it is also called as the orinaria. Okay, so these are the different classifications according to their size and shapes of their suppositories. And coming to the types of suppository bases, you'll be having majorly 4 types of emulsifying bases. One is oily base, hydrophilic base, water dispersible base, and emulsifying base. I'm going to explain these types of suppositories bases in a small PPT. Let us see that one.